So there has been lots of discussion about generative AI recently. It's literally transforming our very definition of what human creativity is in every field and in every industry. This video covers the basics of what generative AI is and how it's transforming our creative process in areas like creative writing, music, and even software development. Before we dive into generative AI, let's talk a little bit about AI. AI is a very broad concept used to describe advanced computer systems that mimic human intelligence. And machine learning is a subset of AI that is most related to generative AI. So let's recap. What is machine learning? In very simple terms, machine learning is giving computer systems the ability to learn from examples. We call machines programmed to learn from examples neural networks. One main way to learn from examples is by being given lots of data and examples to learn from, like showing a child different pictures of apples so they can identify any apple they see in the future. We call this classification. For example, if we want to teach a network how to recognize a panda, that would involve a human introducing the neural networks to lots of examples of what panda looks like and labeling those photos accordingly. That is how the models learn to distinguish between a panda and other details in the image. Language models are a specific type of neural network. How do language models actually work? Language models basically predict what word comes next in a sequence of words. We train these models on large volumes of text so they better understand what word is likely to come next. One way to improve a language model is by giving it more reading, that is, more training data. Kind of like how we learn from the materials that we study and the books we read. The quality of the predictions depend hugely on the amount and the quality of the training data used. So if you'd have more quality training data, you're likely to have more accurate and insightful predictions. Powerful models like Chat-GPT and Bard have taken months or even years to train and on very powerful computers. Now that we've defined AI and language models, what about generative AI? A generative AI model can take what it has learned from examples it's been shown and create something entirely new based on that information. It is a type of AI that uses machine learning algorithms to generate original content such as text, images, audio, video based on patterns and examples it's been trained on. That's why it has the word generative, because it can creatively produce something it has never seen before. Language models like Chat-GPT are just one type of generative AI, since they create new combinations of text in form of natural sounding language. All that being said, this brings up the big question: what does generative AI mean for creativity and creative fields in general? I personally think that AI would evolve our work rather than replace it. Many years ago, people thought tractors would replace farmers. Instead, it removed the hard labor. And today, farmers can focus on things like figuring out how to grow healthier crops or even making TikToks. So AI can take over the repetitive things and free the human brain for more complex, meaningful, or even fun things. It's perfectly okay to be worried about the future because, if AI can now be creative and build apps and essentially do my job as a software engineer, what then is left for me? Like, would life have any meaning? Those are like valid concerns, and I myself have them every time. But there are so many other things that AI does not have, at least for now. Things like ethics, empathy, human feelings, and connections. Like, AI does not have a soul. I think it's all about identifying how to use generative AI's creativity to complement your work, boost your productivity, and even improve your own creativity. As a recap, generative AI is transforming many industries by allowing machines to learn from examples and generate new content in form of text, images, videos, etc. I hope you now have a basic understanding of what generative AI is, and you're starting to at least think about how it plays into your future, your career, and all that stuff. Don't forget to like, because it helps the algorithm, and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me, what are your thoughts? What are your actual thoughts about generative AI?